Welcome back, family, to another episode of the Asseveration podcast. I'm your host, Jamaal, and today, strap in, because we're about to dive into one of the most frustrating, confusing, and downright laughable realities of modern life, the piss-poor dating pool. That's right. If you've been out here swiping, scrolling, ghosting, or just trying to find someone who can hold a decent conversation for more than 20 minutes, you already know what I'm talking about. Today's episode is about pulling back the curtain on why dating feels so broken. Why does it seem like people don't want love anymore, just situationships? Why does it feel like commitment is some ancient relic? By the end of this episode, you're going to walk away with some clarity, some laughs, and maybe, just maybe, a little hope that the whole game isn't completely lost. And to help me talk through this mess, I had to bring in somebody special, somebody who knows this terrain inside and out, and who isn't afraid to tell the truth with a little spice on top. I'm talking about none other than the sex witch herself, Miss Layla Monroe. Layla, what's good?
What's up, Jamaal? You know I had to come through for this one. Because listen, folks act like the dating pool just went bad last year. Nah, this has been a long, slow death. And honestly, it started way back in 2013. That's when music, culture, and the way we talked about love shifted. Think about it. Before then, we had songs about wanting love, wanting to be held, wanting something real. But then, suddenly, music got cold. It became about not having feelings, about flexing, being toxic, cheating, running game. It was like overnight, vulnerability was out, and being heartless was the new sexy. And you can trace the whole dating decline back to that cultural shift.
You saying 2013 was the start of the apocalypse, huh? Not the Mind calendar, but Drake and Future.
Exactly. You remember those songs? Like, These Hoes Ain't Loyal, I Don't Got No Type, Fuck Love, Get Money? All of that became the soundtrack to people's dating lives. And don't get me wrong, the beats were hot, but the messaging? Toxic as hell. It trained a whole generation to think detachment was the move. Like, feelings became corny. Meanwhile, cheating and toxicity got branded as lifestyle goals.
So what you're saying is the dating pool got poisoned at the source, the culture, and now we're swimming in it, trying to find something clean.
Exactly, baby. And you know I'm not just pointing fingers. I'm calling it how I see it. We internalized all that, and now everybody is either too scared to be real or too proud to admit they even want love. It's a game of who can care less, and guess what? Everybody's losing.
You making a lot of sense right now. But let me ask you this, Layla. Do you really think people don't want love anymore? Or is it just that they're scared to admit it?
Oh, they want it. Deep down, everybody craves intimacy. But pride and ego got folks acting like it's weak. And I know you get it, Jamaal. You don't strike me as the type to play the I don't care game.
You trying to flirt with me on my own show? I don't think I hear that tone.
Maybe I am, but that's what makes me dangerous. I can tell the truth and still make you blush at the same time.
All right, you got me. But see, this is why I had to bring you on. Because not only do you call out the problem, you also embody what's missing. Honesty, seduction, vulnerability, power. We don't see that balance enough anymore.
And that's the point. Dating doesn't have to be this cold, empty pool. But to fix it, we gotta be willing to swim differently. Stop pretending we don't want connection, stop glorifying toxicity, and start relearning how to love out loud.
Facts. And that's exactly what we're getting into today. How we got here and how we can climb out of this piss-poor pool without losing ourselves. So stay tuned, because me and Layla are about to break this all the way down. All right, family, let's get into it. We said the pool is piss poor. But let's be real. What does that even mean? Layla, when we say the pool is piss poor, what do you see? What are the signs?
Okay, picture this. You log on to a dating app, swipe left, swipe right. What you get? People who don't even try. No effort, no real conversation, just half-hearted wit texts, shirtless bathroom selfies, or worse, group pics where you don't even know which one is supposed to be them. That's the pool, baby. It's full of people who don't want to date. They want to be distracted. They want to play single, but still reap the benefits of somebody loving them. That's why I call it piss poor. It's watered down, it stinks, and nobody wants to actually drink from it.
Damn, that's a vivid picture. And you're right. It feels like everybody wants the benefits. Attention, affection, maybe even sex. But when it comes to accountability, building something, showing up, crickets.
Exactly. And that's because, like I said earlier, the culture trained people to see relationships as disposable. You don't like someone? Block them. Argument? Ghost them. Temptation? Cheat on them. It's like we forgot the work, the patience, the growth. Everybody's out here looking for a vibe, but nobody's willing to build a foundation.
A vibe without a foundation is just a one-night stand dressed up as a situationship.
See, I like the way you put that. You got a little philosopher in you.
And you got a little temptress in you trying to make me lose my train of thought.
Maybe I'm just testing if you can handle the conversation and the flirtation at the same time. Multifaceted pressure, baby.
All right, you wild. But that's part of the game too, right? People love the chase, the thrill, the flirting. But when it's time to go deeper, it's like, oh no, that's too much work. So let me ask you this, Layla. What do you think is the biggest lie we tell ourselves in the dating world right now?
The biggest lie? That people are okay being unbothered. That they don't want love. Baby, everybody wants love. But pride made people act like admitting that is weak. So what we got now is a generation of men and women and everybody in between trying to outdo each other in who can be the coldest, who can act like they care the least. But you can't build intimacy on pride. You can't build partnership on ego. That's why the pool feels empty. It's full of actors, not lovers.
Damn! Say that again for the people in the back. Actors, not lovers. That's heavy. And it makes me wonder, if we're all pretending, then who's going to be brave enough to break character first?
That's the million-dollar question. And honestly, that's where real sex magic comes in, learning to drop the performance, tap into your raw self, and let somebody see you, naked. Not just physically, but emotionally. That's intimacy. But most people don't know how to get there because they're too busy hiding.
See, that's why I love having you on, Layla. You bring that witch energy, pulling masks off, cutting through the BS. But let's talk solutions. Because, okay, we know the pool is piss poor, we know the culture is toxic, but what can people do? Like, give the listeners something they can actually practice if they want to change their dating life.
All right, let me give y'all 3 spells. Not literal spells, but practices that work like magic. Radical honesty. Tell people what you want from jump. If you're only here for sex, say that. If you're looking for love, say that. Stop playing games, because clarity is sexy. Stop treating people like replacements. Just because it's easy to swipe left or ghost doesn't mean you should. If somebody gives you their energy, treat it like it matters. Because it does. Relearn intimacy. Put the phone down. Talk face to face. Make eye contact. Touch with intention. People forgot how powerful it is to just be present. That's where the real magic happens.
That's good. And let me add one more. Do your healing work. Because if you're broken and bitter, you're just dragging that into every connection. Don't expect somebody else to clean up your mess.
Preach. You see why I like you? You're not afraid to hold people accountable. That's sexy.
And you're not afraid to seduce the audience while dragging their bad habits at the same time.
A. I'm a witch, baby. Transformation is my thing.
All right, family. Y'all heard it here. The pool may be piss poor, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Culture may have trained us to numb out, but we can choose different. We can choose to be honest, intentional, and vulnerable, even if it's uncomfortable. So whether you're single, situationshipped, or married and listening for entertainment, take these gems and start swimming differently. Don't just float in the piss pool. Be the one who cleans it up. Layla, thank you for coming through and dropping this fire.
Anytime, Jamal. You know I'll be back to stir the pot and steal a few hearts along the way.
I believe that. All right, y'all. This has been episode 7 of the Asseveration podcast, The Piss Poor Dating Pool. If you like what you heard, share it, rate it.